Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Joyful Business Planning Live, Joyful Business Planning Live show. I'm so excited to be here today. Today is our lunch party. We've got the new Joyful Business Planning Guide for you. Actually, our system, it's a whole system that works together. I am just so thrilled to be able to finally launch. For those of you who do launches and create products, you know it's quite the endeavor, and I tend to give a lot. So you're going to get some really good stuff from this. So today is our lunch party. Yay! And I'm going to be giving you, yes, today is our lunch party, and I'm going to be giving you a preview of the Joyful Business Planning System. I'm going to give you some ideas of what you can expect in here because it is good stuff. And I can say that, not just because it's my own, but I can say that because I have worked on thousands and contributed to thousands of marketing and business plans over the years. I have bought tons of planners. Most of them didn't quite work for me. And so I have created my own. I've been testing this out for years, came out with it last year, and then we've even updated it, made it even better for this year. So I'm really excited to be able to share this with you. Hey, Carly, welcome. So glad you're joining our show today. So if you have any questions about the Joyful Business Plan, whether I'm here live or after when you watch the program, the show on replay, then please write them down below. If you have a Joyful Business Plan or you've done it in the past, please let me know what you love about it. So we'd love to hear your good vibes. All right, so, oh my gosh, I'm just looking at my notes here, like where to start. So first of all, I want to say there's a couple things that are really different about this particular type of plan. I know there's a lot of planners out there. There's a lot of business plan ideas out there. And this one is a little bit special, of course, I would think so. A couple things is that it is printable. So all of the tools, and I'm going to give you some previews, if I can get my videos going, of some of the different tools. They're all printable for you. And what you can also do is you can create your own book. So you can pick out, there's 26 different, what I call play sheets or tools, and you can pick out the ones that you like best. And you can put them in a 3-ring binder, or I'm a huge fan of the disc notebooks because you can just pull things right off, you can pull things, put things right in, and you can move things around. So that's one of the things that makes this really unique. The other thing is it is a combination business plan and a daily planner. So a lot of people talk about business plans, they talk about planners, but usually the two don't always meet. Hi, Leslie, welcome. So glad you're here. Good morning. This combines everything you need to create your own business plan, and it also gives you planners so that you can use throughout the day so that all that work that you did doing your plan, you can keep it alive and keep it going. So welcome everybody. So glad you're here joining us at our lunch party. This is the launch of the 2019 Joyful Business Plan. I know several of you are studio members and you get the Joyful Business Plan included in the Joyful Business Studio because we are going to be using that throughout the entire year. So you're going to get a little preview today. So one of the first things is you get to, do this so you can see both of us. You get to create your own title page. So you want to do that, Center for Joyful Business. What I like to do is to add what I call infusion words. These are 3 words that you want to infuse the year with. So I want my year to be fun, expansive, and the 3rd word is still coming to me. So I'm kind of playing with abundance in a lot of ways. Yes, I know you guys have probably heard a lot about So they are one of my favorite things that I talk about a lot with my clients, is being really intentional about how you want things to be. You have power to co-create with the universe how you want it to be. Hey Heidi, yay, it's here. I'm glad you're so excited. Yes, the Joyful Business Plan. You guys, I know Heidi, you might remember creating your cover last year, so you get to do that again this year. And so I'm going to go through and give you a little preview. So of course, if you're watching this and you don't have one, you know, you can do some of this on your own, but honestly, I've provided all these really cool tools and play sheets and a really fun, approachable, creative way to be able to create your business plan that will get you really excited. So the very first place, we're going to talk more about this, I think on Friday, is your celebrations, milestones, and successes. This is a deceptively amazing tool. You fill in the circles. I love to do things in kind of a mind map, circular flow type of format. Way better than like boring Excel spreadsheets, right? Yeah, the celebration sheet, this would be for 2018, is you want to really go back through and write down and acknowledge all the things that you did in the last year. Not only what you did, but who you were being. So sometimes you went through a particular challenge and you rose up to the occasion. You were really strong. You were really courageous. Maybe you were, you know, you got your first product. You had your a big grand opening. You did a book. Sometimes it's things like you got your technology figured out, right? Like that could be a really big deal. Or you got a brand new iPhone or something like that. So I can tell you that when you start filling this out, you're going to be amazed at how much you did. And the thing is, this is a great place to start your business planning and start your new year, because so many times we think that I didn't do enough. And we look at all the things we didn't do for the year, and here's where you get to acknowledge what you did do. All right, Heidi says, yes, Laura, the celebrations milestone page was actually shocking in a really good way. Yes, I remember that. We actually had a live workshop, and so many people, I was even shocked at how much I did over the year and what happened, and so much that you forget about and that you don't give yourself credit for. So we'll talk more about that. You also get, you know, you always want to start off, what is your new year, new vision going to be like? So, you know, what's in it for you? And so in the Joyful Business Plan, you get these tools, but you also get these short videos. Most of them are all under 10 minutes, and they give you ideas. How do you connect to your vision? They give you ideas how to fill out each one of these tools. So you connect with your vision, mind map ideas for what you want to create in the new year, and then these are focus first blocks. So these are like, what are you going to focus on first? So not only do you get to brainstorm and put everything out there for possibilities, but you also get to, it helps you to pull out, when do I want to do these, or what do I want to focus on first? And then we'll wrap them into the bigger plan. All right. This is one of my new ones. I actually filled this one out as an example, so you can kind of see how I work with these. This one is, excuse me, this one's called Your Beautiful Genius. And I do a lot of work with my private clients. We go into great detail about their beautiful genius and what makes you really unique and makes you you, because those are going to be your points of differentiation that will stand you, help you stand out and really make you different from other people who might do something similar to what you do. And so you go around here and you fill out your need my glasses. Your values, your personal experiences, your strengths, your business experience, your expertise, certifications, what I call gold stars, and also some notes about your personality, because all of that will come into your brand. It will help you, inform you about your message. Most people fill out this beautiful, brilliant, beautiful genius form, like in my private coaching retreats, and they're just amazed at how they go back and reclaim all this expertise and amazingness and genius work that they forgot about, and how you can bring it forward into your current business. So I really wanted to add this into the Joyful Business Plan. So that's something new for this year. Another new one is the Mirror Mentors. And I think I have an example of that one filled out as well. I do. The Mirror Mentors. This is a fun way to learn about yourself by looking outside. And you always want to start inside with your beautiful genius, and then you want to look outside at the people that you admire. So of course Oprah's right up there on top for me, because I just think she is an amazing godsend to this world in all that she has created and how much she has propelled spirituality and personal growth and personal responsibility. And so on here, what you do is you put your mirror mentor on here, and then you say, what are they doing that you so admire? And so for Oprah, you know, featuring others, changing lives, she's global, she creates products and programs like nobody's business. Who is she being? She's really generous, right? She is really smart. She's grateful. She seems to work from her best self. She's very creative. She sees what's missing and what's needed. And so you go through this, and you can do this for people who are famous. You can do these for colleagues who maybe are a few years ahead of you in your business. You can do these for a friend, or somebody in your own backyard. I know there's one woman I want to put on here who leads retreats in Costa Rica, and that's on my vision sometime in the near future. And that's one of the things I admire about her. And then at the bottom, you say, what are you learning about yourself? What you see in others is alive in you. So this is a great way to really get in more detail about who you are and what it is that you want. All right, and then we move into your client, all right, the ideal client. So we have an ideal client description. I'm not going to go into way detail on each one of these, because we're going to do that the rest of the week and all next week. Got your ideal client, and then you have what I call your magnetic specialty niche. And that's when you bring together your ideal client with what it is that you provide them with, what problems do you solve, what dreams do you help them achieve, what aspirations do you help them step into, what solutions do you provide. And there's an example of that filled out. And it really helps you get your verbal message. So I don't like elevator pitches, so that you have the standard thing that you say, but it is really helpful to know what to say, right? So you want to say it a little bit unique and tailored to each group, but you also want to be really clear. Who are your people? What do you do for them? And how do you do it? What results are you going to help them achieve? So what I can tell you is that your ideal client, your vision, your ideal client, and your magnetic specialty niche, being clear on those is going to make everything else in your business plan a lot easier, okay? Because if you don't, when you know who and what, it's a lot easier to start saying, well, where are they? And what can I do for them? And what do I need to create for them? So good morning, everybody. So glad you all are here. Please make notes if there's something in particular that you really love. Please make comments. I would love to hear from you. Or if there's something that I know many of you have had my Joyful Business Guide in the past, or a different version, please share what it is that you love about it. All right, then we do a review of your current products, programs, and services. So you get to write down all the things that you offer. I am always amazed at how my clients forget the cool stuff they've created, and they forget, like, oh yeah, I sell essential oils on the side, or oh yeah, I created that product, forgot all about it, it's not even on my website. I'm guilty of that as well. And again, we're going to go into more details with all of these. Then you want to look at what your new offers, new ideas are. So this is always fun, like what products, programs, workshops, retreats would you like to offer for this year? Usually this is way full. You have lots of ideas, and then you have to pare it down into your top priorities, because you can't always market 20 different things unless that's the type of website that you have. Then we move into marketing. You want to take a look and do an inventory on what are your current marketing strategies, right? What are you doing right now? So are you doing referrals, networking, speaking? And you want to take a look at what you're doing and is it working? And then on your current marketing strategies, you also want to look at, do you want to do more, or do you want to change it in some way? And then you want to look at your new marketing strategies. Okay, what new ideas do you have for getting yourself out there? Carly says, looking forward to getting my hands on these pages. Yay! I can't wait to see what your pages look like. And I can't wait to hear about it. So yes, new marketing strategies. So then you want to brainstorm, what are your new marketing strategies? Now, just because I have, whatever it is, 10 spots, 8 spots on here, doesn't mean you're going to add 8 new strategies to your business on top of what you're already doing. This is just a place for you to brainstorm. Then you come over here to the focus first and say, what am I going to focus on? What do I want to do? And we'll talk more about that when I get into more detail about that particular tool or play sheet. Here's a new one I'm really excited to share. This is your Beacon marketing strategy. This is something I work a lot with my private clients on and the members of the studio, Joyful Business Studio. And it's all about, it's what we were just talking about, not having too many marketing strategies, but picking one strategy that can be your beacon, kind of like a lighthouse, right? It flashes out. It's the thing you're known for. It's the thing you send everybody to. So that could be a podcast. It could be a Facebook Live show that you do weekly, and making it into more of a show. It could be, for 6 years I did Monday Miracle Marketing Messages. And every Monday you got an audio and an article. And people would say, I just love hearing your voice on Monday morning, and sharing some sort of wisdom about marketing and growing your business. So it could be something like that. Yesterday I was just talking to a client, and we were talking about her doing like 5-minute video tips on YouTube, creating a YouTube channel, but then she could also share those on Facebook and in email and put them on her blog. This is just an example of how you might fill that out. Again, I'll share this in more detail as the show goes along over the next week and a half. So through December 21st, I'm going to be here 9:30 each weekday, and I'm going to be talking about all things joyful business planning. All right, another thing that is really helpful is to list out your JV partners. I know, Carly, you're here. You do a lot with JV partners. You know, brainstorming, all the different ways that you can collaborate with people. And it's really collaboration partners, because it might be that you are joint venturing with someone who's going to promote your products. You might be doing a webinar together. Somebody might be promoting your product. Or you might be collaborating, like I'm doing a sponsorship with ICF Georgia, the International Coach Federation chapter in Georgia, and I am a year-long sponsor, and we're also doing, you guys will be interested in this, we're also doing a live planning day here in Atlanta on January 25th. If you go to the joyfulbusinessplan.com page, you'll see an option to get your Joyful Business Plan. Or you can upgrade and you can come to the full day planning day that's here in Atlanta. And I'm doing that in conjunction with ICF. So I'm really excited about it. We've already got people signed up. I can't wait to come in person. Heidi, you're here, some person, and it's really, you know, it's great to do it virtually. Whatever you can do to be in community and do things here really makes a difference. And coming to Atlanta and doing the live workshop, you know, there's nothing like that, because you really get the experience. You get time committed to actually creating and working on your plan. Hey, Sandy, welcome. So glad you're here. All right, I'm going to pause a sip of water. If you have any questions or comments, please put those in the chat section. Last week, I spilled it all over my calendar. I'm very mindful of where I place water. Here's another one of my favorite tools or play sheets. This is called the Marketing and Sales Hourglass. Many of you have heard of the funnel, marketing funnel, which to me is like, and as a marketing person, these are the things you have for sale, but as a marketing person, it felt like they were out on how it works together. So you put all your marketing up here, and leads to all your sales opportunities. And sales opportunities are, could be your free ebook, it might be an ebook you have for sale, it might be an introductory course you have, maybe mastermind, might be a joyful business plan, things like that. So you want to just put that on this because it's a business model to remind you that all that marketing you're doing actually leads into this. All right, Heidi says the internet is a little bit spotty. I'm so sorry to hear that. I know that happened yesterday at the beginning. I'm hoping that it will get a little bit better. I may try to do this tomorrow somewhere else in my place. All right. Quarterly business goals. Okay, this is incredibly important because you want to bring the practical together. So you want to take a look at, out of these are the 10 business goals, like increasing your income, having more clients, list building, relationship building, things like that, setting up systems. And you want to get clear about what they are and which ones you're going to work on. Because everybody's going to say, oh yes, check, check, check. I want to do all 10 all the take from me. But it helps you to focus when you actually go work out those goals. You can get as detailed in your business plan as you like. That is the one place where I also add Excel spreadsheet. So I have Excel spreadsheet for my projections, actuals. But here's where I like to start my projections with what I call the money flow goal setting. And it's easy, great, and heaven. And the simplest version, and we'll go into more detail on another live show, but the simplest thing is take a look at what income you want to make for the next year. And what's the easy goal? You know, is the same that you did this year? What would be great? If you could increase it a little bit, what would be great? And then what's the heaven goal? And when you go to the heaven goal, it has you start thinking different. What I have found is you can't just go right for the heaven goal. Like then you're like, nah, I can't do it. But then what you want to do is brainstorm, who are you being? Who would you need to be for that heaven goal? And what would you need to do for that heaven goal? All of a sudden you've got all these great ideas you can add to your and I use this for so many different things. We'll talk about it more. And then you want to bring everything together. This is the yearly big project planner. This is where you take a look at the whole year and you say, okay, out of all the things that I just talked about, I want to update my website. I want to add more speaking to my marketing. I want to create a new mastermind circle. When plot them out so that they become real. They're not just in your head, but you actually get them on paper and then become real. And then we have the same thing for your yearly content planner. This was something that my clients asked for quite a bit. I'm trying to find the title there. And you go January, February, March. You can put in themes. A lot of people like to do themes for their content for each month. I look at what are the products and programs that I have coming out that I just put on the big calendar. And then those are the types of content that I'm going to talk about. So you can, you know that down here in December when I'm putting out my Joyful Business Plan for the next version, then I lost track of my dates there. It'll be 2020 next year, which is just making my mind go a little like, what? All right, and then you would plan content around what your programs and products are. So I'm doing a lot of content right now around, as you can see right here, around business planning. And that is your business plan. Okay, but it's not done, all right? Because all of that is really great to create that business plan and to have it all mapped out and get your ideas out of your head. But then you want to, like, what are you going to do today? Okay, that is so important. And so we have two things that are helpful. Actually, let me show you the other one first, because I really like this one too. This is your 90-day Be Do Action Plan. This is, who are you going to be for the year, for the next 90 days, sorry. Who are you going to be? What are you going to do? What are you going to say no to? What are you going to say yes to? And I can tell you from all the work that you did and you start transferring it on here, it becomes really clear. You want to take these yeses and then you want to put them into 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I find it really helps to break it down into that short of a time period so that you can just focus on what's coming up next. Because otherwise, there's so many ideas that it's like we never quite get traction on them. Then you take that 90 days and you're going to break it down into your daily action planner. We've updated this a little bit this year. We have, hold on, let me just show you an example of how you might fill that out. We have two versions of this. One is blank with no headers, and then one has the headers. So like a to-do, follow-up, personal. And then down here you have each day of the week. And write down, so what I do is write down this big list of to-dos, and then you break it down into what am I going to do each day. Then you have a place for follow-up, because everything happens through connecting with others. Everything in your business has to happen through connecting with others, whether it's your virtual assistant, whether it's speaking engagements, whether it's asking people to come to a workshop, if it's getting clients. You have to follow up, follow up, follow up. It's incredibly important. Those of you who know me know I have the Fun and Fabulous follow-up program. So you definitely want to, you might want to check that out too. And then you have a list for your personal, because you know our day is filled with personal and business together. And then what we added this year is a little place for your steps. Synchronicities and so many cool planners. I just love these planners because this makes it real for the day. This is your daily content planner. So you plan out and you can see what you're going to do today. Be there every day. Ideas for what I'm going to talk about. And then I also write down where else to promote. I'm going to go put on YouTube. I'm going to put it on LinkedIn. I'm going to put it on Big Ripples group. All right, we're nearing the end. This is another favorite planner. This is Marketing Idea Journal. I recommend all my clients Marketing Idea Journal. I keep it right here on the top of my desk, actually. As I am coaching clients and talking to colleagues, I write down ideas that things that we've talked about, challenges, resources, tools that I've recommended, and those are great things to then go back to when I am doing marketing. And then I have all sorts of topics. Another favorite is the project incubator, and this is where you take a project and you basically incubate it. You noodle it. It gives you all different types of questions: money, time, what kind of money do you need, time, things like that. And we go through that. People print off a lot of copies of that, and they'll use that throughout the year. I use this one. This is just a simple brainstorm mind map. I have tons of copies that I have printed off. I just pull one out whenever I have a project or an article that I want to talk about. Then I will pull that out. And last but not least, this is another thing that you can use on a daily basis, your idea to action notes. So if you're on a webinar or teleclass, you can take notes. You can pull out what are the cool ideas, and then what are you going to commit to. So a lot of my clients use that for on our coaching calls. Giving you lots of ideas, lots of things that you can talk about, and things that you can do. We'll talk more detail about some of these specifics that you want to have in your plan, and then also how to use the planners throughout your week. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Please come over to to have you. We've already got people around the world who are buying Joyful Business Plan, and they're going to be group that everybody starts set up plans. We'll have 2 virtual planning days this summer, next on the 18th, one January 11th, and you can come to the virtual planning days. And then you have time to, you have some accountability, and you're not doing it alone. So joyfulbusinessplan.com will take you right to the landing page. Don't forget about the option that if you want to go to Atlanta on January 20th and do this in person, you get the whole plan. So that you have an in-person day as well, if you'd like that. What else? You. that is it for now. So I hope to see you tomorrow. Please share this video with others. It would benefit your community. And so thank you so much. And I appreciate your comments. And I look forward to what's next for you. All right. Uncooperative. Okay. Bye, everybody.